Hey the Exiles, the Phoenix here with a guide on ritual again, and this time I'll be explaining the bugs of ritual, the good things about ritual, the bad things about ritual, and how you can make these bugs something that is good for you, and also it could be bad for you. So without wasting any more time, let's get to it. The first step is actually something that is bad for us. This is because if you go to the map device, and you can see all these cruxes, right? Reveal the crux of nothingness, and again reveal the crux of nothingness. And you can find this in your maps. As you progress through the atlas, you will find them in your maps. The only issue is that you need to have an audience with the king in your inventory. So this has to be in your inventory, otherwise it won't show. So for example, if I put the audience in the stash tab and I go to map device, and you cannot see the crux. So this is a bug, I'm assuming, because even if it is in your stash, it has to show, but it's not. So you need to have an audience to find these cruxes, and it could be hassling at times, but yeah, this is the way it works. So you get the audience and put it in your inventory, go to the map device, and then you can see the crux again. Okay, so how you can activate this crux is click on the crux, and then it'll lead you to the crux. Okay, so the next step is completing the crux of nothingness, right? Alright, the next step is once you've activated the crux of nothingness, you have to complete it. You have to beat the king in the mist. There is an upside to this. So the crux of nothingness is a map, and unlike before, you can put in any map you want with mods on it, and then you will be able to do it. And the mods will be on the crux of nothingness. I'll show you how it works, right? So if I go to the crux of nothingness right now, it'll have all the map mods that were there in the waypoint, waystone, right? Just stop this. Okay. Alright, so we go and kill the boss quickly. Yeah. And then we go into the second phase, and you run through the phase, well, the maze actually. Okay. So the second phase of the boss, and once the second phase is done, the boss will drop 2 of the crowns of the king, right? So he has to drop 2 crowns. Yep. So head of the king. So we got 2 head of the king, and then we can just TP out from anywhere you want. Okay. Yeah. So that's about it. Now we'll move on to the next step. That is, we go to the map device, and you have to keep this bookmark Kertat, because you have to go there every single time. So I bookmarked this, and Kertat is right here. Traverse Kertat. And once you're in, you go to this area here, and you have to click on attach the head of the king. Now once you click on attach the head of the king, it'll let you select 6 maps. Any 6 maps where there's a glowing ball around it, right? So whichever side you want to traverse, you can actually go towards that way. So say for example I want to go this way, right? So I can put the first one here, and then I can keep on selecting bounties, the rewards that I get, right? So some of them cannot be seen properly, so 2 chaos orbs. Let's go for this one, and then tribute, Okay, 2 chaos orbs again. Alright, so I have one map remaining to select, and all of the rewards were bad, right? So there is a way to restart this. When it says select one map, or even before that, you can press escape on your keyboard and it'll take you back here, and you can attach the head of the king again and select 6 maps. Now I'll select a different place. So for example, this one. This gives me 8 chaos and 2 exalted, which is great. But now there are no more maps. All of these maps are complete, so there are no more maps that I can go to. Even though the reward was pretty good, I have to reselect. So press escape again and then attach the head of the king. And you can keep doing this, right? You can keep doing this how many other times you want, and it won't bug out or anything, at least at this moment, right? So I'll select this, 2 exalted, 8 chaos, great, 2 chaos, great, 2 chaos. Yeah, this run was pretty bad. So I can press escape and then do it again, but for the sake of the video, I will not run it again. Which brings me to my next step. Once you have marked this ritual in your map, if you have another head of the king, which I do right here, you can mark another area. So you don't have to complete the previous one. You can just go ahead and mark the next one also. And you can keep marking these rituals on your maps, the rite of passage, that's what it's called. You can keep doing this with however much head of the king you get, right? So I clicked that by mistake. Okay. Amelioration, 5 divine orbs. Okay, that's great. So I'll pick that. And then Dextral Exaltation, some more Tribute, and 8 Exalted Orbs. So I'll take the 5 divine orbs. It's very easy because you just have to, I start from here, I have to go to 2 maps and I get it. So it's pretty easy. So yeah, now that's complete. Now the last thing that I want to talk about is in a rite of passage. For example, it starts from here, right? This you can do any map you want. You can start from here if you have the previous map completed. You can even start from here. You can start from here anywhere you want, right? But right now I can start only from here because this is the only map that is complete. So I'll start here, then I'll go here, 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 etc. Right? And all of the bosses. So for example, in the last ritual, there will be a boss caught in this area, right? And in the second map, the boss from the first map will also appear in the second map in the ritual. And in the third map, the first 2 map bosses will appear in the third map in the ritual. So this will continue until you have completed all the maps, which will give you a lot of tribute and a lot of rerolls. So you can get some more items, some more rare items from the ritual itself, right? Without any drops. You can just keep rerolling until you find something good. I found 3 Berek rings, which is like 9 divines to 10 divines each today. So yeah, it's pretty simple. You just have to complete the map, complete the ritual. Now the only downside of this is that when you do a map and when you start a ritual, if you crash, the rite of passage for that map will cease to exist. Once you log back in, if you disconnect or if you leave during the ritual or the game closes on its own during the ritual, when you log back in, the map will be bricked. You will not be able to go to the next map, and you will lose the rite of passage for that map. So you can complete that map later on. Like after 10 minutes or so, the map resets. You can complete the map later on, but still the rite of passage will not come back. It'll never exist if you disconnect during a ritual. So which is a downside to this. But if you don't disconnect, it's pretty simple. All of these items, like the 5 divine orbs that I get somewhere here, yeah, here. The Fatal Bounty, the 5 Divine Orbs in this case, will go to your Ritual tab, and you have to pay tribute to get it. These won't be very costly. They'll be around 3,000 to 4,000, 3,000 to 7,000, I would say, tribute points. So you can keep on deferring until you can reduce it to like 200, which is possible during the next 3 to 4 maps, which is pretty simple. So yeah, that's about it on Ritual. I hope they fix the Crux thing that I showed without the Audience of the King being in your inventory. That is a bad way of using a Crux. Other than that, it's been great. Ritual has been really good. I also dropped a Mage Flood, which I mentioned in the previous video that I shared on YouTube. Yeah, it's been pretty simple actually. Running a few maps, you can move on to something like these areas here, do the citadel bosses and some new boss here. Just do the ritual in the map, move on, do the ritual in the next map, move on. Yeah, and it's pretty simple. I will be posting more videos on ritual and everything else that I can find in this game. So yeah, just follow up, comment, or like my videos, and you'll see the next ones. Thank you.